All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle, Grand Millstone, that rule well. And salutations to the architect and the true of the folk in our Tune City, love the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the very few sisters that listen as well, man. Yes, GMS Chicago camp, coming with another star, Mr. Brother Manakia. And I just want to go into how discipline, really, I really been harking really on discipline, because you gotta have discipline in the truth. Like, not having discipline is not gonna fly well, because we all is tangled in a lot of things. And what I mean when a lot of things, like when you first come to the truth, you have all the time in the world, right? You don't have too much responsibility. Being a young man or older young man, or however you want to put it, in the truth, you don't have a lot of responsibilities. All you got to do is, if you have a wife, which that's a responsibility in itself, or some kids, hopefully you don't, if you're a young man, and all you got to do is just go to work, stay out the way, read, and go to class. You know, do your sit downs and stuff. But that's simple. You don't have too much responsibility, so you can maintain your discipline to maintain these things. But when you get a little bit older, you get more knowledge. You get much required, like the scriptures say, much to given, much to require. Matter of fact, let's get that, because you start growing in the truth, and when you start growing in the truth, things start to change a little bit, and you got to learn how to balance certain things and have the discipline to maintain your duties, your office, man. It's Luke 12:48. It say, but he that knew not and did not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with field stripes. For into whoso more Salakia, I can't even read. Read it again. It's Luke 12. And in fact, let's start at 47. It's saying, that servant which knew his Lord will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. So if you knew the Lord will, you didn't consider it or have the discipline to do the Lord work, you took it for granted, and guess what? You're going to be beat with many stripes. It's just how it is. You got to have the discipline to cut things off, discipline to learn to take breaks. Like, you learn these things more and more in the truth, but like I say, you get more wiser the more you fight, the more you pray for more discipline, you put yourself under that yoke. Because like I said, I didn't have the best discipline when I first came in, and I'm still working on it. I fall short on a lot of aspects, not more like I used to, but guess what? I still fall short. But you have to have the discipline and the desire, the love, the care, the fear to want to do this work regardless of fact of what goes on, whatever goes on in your life. Like I said, you might not have a wife, but you might have kids. You might have a kid, you might have a wife, you might have both. You might have two jobs. But guess what? This is a job in itself. Don't forget that. So you got to have the discipline, to have the balance, to know how to do maneuver and take care of your business, man. Your time is not so easily taken. You got to have, man, you're trying to spread it out among your wife, your kids, or whatever situation you're in. Balance the truth. Then your job, you're tired, you sleep. Then you want to go to the gym. It's a lot. But guess what? Hey, like this scripture is going to say right here, 48. But he that does not and do commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whosoever much is given, and him shall be much required. To whom men have committed much, and he that will ask the most. So much is given, much required, man. So At the end of the day, you got to have the discipline to know how to cut certain things off, or understand what's need for you in this life, and what not need for you in the life. You feel me? Like, you gotta, if you know that you don't have the skill set to deal with women, don't deal with women. I know Paul said if you burning, go get a wife, but maybe you're not ready for a wife. Maybe having a wife might take you out the truth. That's why it's important to stay grounded. Stay grounded and pray for that discipline when it comes to this truth, because it get hard. It definitely get hard, man. And you're gonna be tried. That's one thing I learned. The Lord is gonna try you. Well, wisdom gonna try you. I tell you. Matter of fact, let's get this Sirach. It gotta be. This is Sirach. Sirach, the 4th chapter. This Sirach 4, and I start at 16. If a man commit himself into her, he shall inherit her. And committing mean ain't no separation. It ain't like this wicked world. You get a wife, she don't want to listen, she being wicked, then she separate. No, but this wife, she ain't gonna be unfaithful. She gonna hold on to you as long as you hold on to her. They say in generations, they say, and he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her and possess her, right? For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways. So it's like a man you just met. You're not gonna just open up your doors, tell him all your secrets all at once. That'd be stupid, right? Why would you do that? You gotta test him, try him out, see if he's faithful or not. Give it time, because guess what? Over time, everything is revealed. Everything. Your intentions, your plots. If you really was here for me, or you just being wicked, man. Right? They say, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she might trust his soul, right? And try him by her law. So she's gonna try you on different levels just to see if you're worthy of her. Are you really the person you claim to be? Are you the upstanding guy? And that's what wisdom or the Lord does to us. Hey, he come mess up everything, man. Like Job. Job was a prime example to what how the elect's supposed to be. He came and took away everything from Job. His wife, his kids, they inflict his body. And what did the Lord what did Job do? He kept serving him. He served the Lord no matter what. So how much more us? How much more us? That come with discipline. Knowing that even through discipline, you're not gonna be shaken. It's important to always believe in what you want, man. Believe in his word. Believe in the Lord, man, because guess what? Things is gonna get rough. Are you gonna serve me when all things is looking good and up, or are you gonna serve me when things looking bad or worse? This Job 36, And 9, it said, then he showed them their works and their transgression that they have exceeded. He opened also their ear to discipline and commanded that they return from iniquity. So we got to return from our wicked ways, from the world. And the world taught us so many unrighteous things to a point that the Lord going to try you, see you. Are you really worthy of my honor? Did you really leave that pork alone? Did you really left that adulterous alone? The adulterous life, or the philosophy of this world? Are you going to call upon me when you in trouble? That's the mindset that the Lord want to see.
The Simpsons predict a play.
That's what the Lord want to see. Not if you He want to see if you loyal, and you only get that by what? Trying someone, putting people under opposition, seeing if are you willing to give up something to earn the best thing in the world. Come by what? Discipline, by learning to be true to yourself, man. Ultimately being true to Yahweh Shem Shai. Are you really in this thing for me? Are you really in this thing for gain or for wickedness? And you will be sought out over a period of time, man. So with that, I hope this lesson edifies. Just a quick lesson, real quick, going on discipline. You gotta have discipline in the truth, man. So with that, it's like lifting weights. I always say, like Murph and Malcolm, I always say, when you do a craft, you put time in that craft. You earn your stripes. You just don't jump in a ring and all of a sudden you whoop one person, now you got your stripes. You know, over a process of time, working hard, building muscle, sweating, putting your time in, you get that discipline to another level. You understand things another better way than other people, and you master it. That's the same way in the truth, man. So with that, I want to say, call Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle of the great millstone that rule well, and salutating to the icon teaching this true out the folk and earth, twin cities. Love the name of Yahweh Shem Shai and a few sisters that listen to well, man. Till next time, I want to say Shalom, Kwan Yasharala, and a Ball.